Cobb County Water System has a new program to offer. TV 23 caught up with Cobb Water's Nguyen for more about the program.
July kicks off Smart Irrigation Month, and so we are trying something new this year. Sometimes managing your sprinkler system seems like a full-time job, right? You set it and you think, okay, it's set, and I don't really need to change it until it's time to maybe shut it off. But actually, every single month you should be reevaluating and resetting your sprinkler. So now we have an app for that. We got licenses to do a trial for 550 sprinkler time apps. This new app actually lets you walk through your whole irrigation system and your plant type and soil type. Then it prints out for you a report by month of how long you should run your zones, how to set them up, and it sends you a reminder via email or text every month to let you know when you should reset. There's also a secondary component to it that makes it even more efficient. After it's run for about 2 to 3 weeks, then we suggest you go out, do a visual inspection of your yard. Look for whether or not your plants are getting overwatered or underwatered. If the ground seems excessively soft, it's probably delivering too much water. If you've got dry patches or yellow patches, then you probably are not delivering enough water. This app has a simple adjustment factor. You can just go plus or minus 10%, and it will automatically roll through your entire schedule and adjust your times. This is free to our citizens, and we think it's a great, simple, cost-effective way to get the benefits of a smart controller without having to make that investment. So we're really excited about it. It's Smart Irrigation Month, and this is a smart way to irrigate. So actually, for our customers, even if you have a standard laptop, you can access it via the website, sprinklertimes.com. But for those who have a tablet, an Android, or an iPhone, they can, once they've downloaded the program from the web, they can then go to their app store and purchase it for the under the title of already registered user, and they get it free. So one of the reasons that we're so excited about Smart Irrigation Month is because it won't be a surprise to anybody that we are experiencing one of the hottest summers on record, followed by one of the hottest springs on record, and we haven't had much rain. We continue to be in a drought that's been going on for us for almost a year now, and this efficient way of watering will help. There's also a few simple things customers can do to cut back on their water use. Sharpen the blades of your lawnmower. Make sure that you're cutting the grass without shearing it off. Shearing it off damages the grass and requires more water for it to be maintained. And also, know your mowing height. If you have Bermuda grass, the ideal height for your grass is about 1.5 inches. If you have zoysia, you can go to 2 inches. And if you have fescue, between 2 and 3 inches is the ideal height to make it as water efficient as possible. So we've had a big decision in what we call the tri-state water wars, right, between Georgia, Florida, and Alabama. We were waiting to hear if the Supreme Court was going to hear Alabama and Florida's case following the appellate decision by the 11th Circuit. Well, we got good news for the state. The Supreme Court has said they'll let the appellate decision stand. What that means for Cobb County and for the rest of Georgia is that we got the right to use Lake Lanier and the Chattahoochee River for water supply. That's really key to the future of the region. Does it mean that we're clear sailing from here on out? Of course not. There's a lot of hoops we got to go through, but what it means is we can now negotiate with our neighbors without having to answer the question over and over of whether or not Lake Lanier and the Chattahoochee River was ever designed for water supply for the metro area. Now we can talk about how can we all share this resource as efficiently and effectively as possible and get to a resolution of this long-term, long ongoing situation. For more information about any of these issues, the Cobb County Water System, you can call 770-419-6244, or you can always visit www.cobbwater.org.